Kid Craddock in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, this is Kelly Raspberry. I'm getting a facial after the show today, so sorry for looking a little rougher around the edges than usual. But anyway, this is your Showbiz Top 5 for Tuesday. It's May the 13th. Now, Cynthia Nixon, she plays Miranda on Sex and the City, now Sex and the City the movie. She says she never even considered getting married to her boyfriend of 15 years, but she sure is interested in marrying the woman she left him for. She says before the idea of marriage always made her feel trapped, but now that she's a lesbian, she thinks it would be her own little act of rebellion. Now, Kate Hudson says don't even think twice about that ring she's been wearing on the third finger of her left hand. It is not an engagement ring from Owen Wilson. Her spokesperson says it's actually just a prop from her next movie, which happens to be called Bride Wars. Now, twice married, going down the aisle a third time pretty soon, Carmen Electra says she feels like she's qualified to teach the rest of us ladies how to snag a man. She says every woman needs to be ready at a moment's notice because you never know when opportunity is going to present itself. So we should all keep a sexiness kit either in our drawer at work or in our car. What's in the sexiness kit? That would be perfume, lip gloss, and some very high heels, all the better to show off your fabulous legs. She also says do not be afraid to make physical contact, and she doesn't mean like pouncing on the guy's lap or anything. She means like, you know, picking an imaginary piece of lint off of his shirt, or maybe, you know, grabbing onto him to steady yourself because, oops, you just might fall down, that kind of thing. She says it shows the man that you're not afraid of him, that you're comfortable around him, and also kind of lets you gauge his interest in you. If he just like, you know, whatever and blows you off, you just move on to the next guy, but it might make him, you know, notice you and strike up a little conversation there. So thanks, Carmen. You can read more tips from her in the next issue of Cosmo magazine. Now, according to sources, Ashley Simpson and Pete Wentz are actually getting married this Saturday at some undisclosed location within driving distance from LA. The guests have been told to save the date. They will be shuttled to this super secret location because aren't we just dying to see the wedding pictures? Oh, whatever. They're still not admitting this is a shotgun wedding, but man, it sure has been rush. They just announced the engagement just a few weeks ago. The rehearsal dinner is this Friday night for just the closest friends and family. And then finally, kind of a slow news day, but Drew Barrymore was the victim of a hit and run yesterday afternoon. About lunchtime in West Hollywood, she was tooting along and some guy rear-ended her car and took off. So Drew, being, you know, a Charlie's Angel and all, decided she was going to handle up on her business, and she followed this guy. Did end up losing him, but not before she wrote down his license plate number, which she handed over to the proper authorities. And that's your Showbiz Top 5 for Tuesday.